Let's head into Smart Switch. Now, Smart Switch on the newer phones should already be installed. On some phones, you may find it in the Samsung folder, or you need to head to the settings of the phone and then go down and find the cloud and accounts setting right here. And then here you will find Smart Switch. And that is how you would open up Smart Switch. Now, the other way to find Smart Switch on some of the older phones is to open up the Google Play Store and search for Smart Switch Mobile. Smart Switch will allow you to transfer the following information: your phone's call history, your contacts, your calendar, text messages, storage, meaning image, media, and files, microphone files that you have recorded, and much more. Once you find Smart Switch, you then need to just open it up, and this will run you through all the ways that you can transfer. So the very first option here is through a USB cable. So in the box of the new Samsung phones, I think since the S7, the S8, the S9, they all have this cable right here. So this is the USB connector that will allow you to connect your phone to your existing phone to transfer all the data. So if we open up this menu, it will explain all the details about what you need to do. So this little device will go into the new phone. So this is the new Galaxy S9. And if I want to transfer everything off of my Samsung Galaxy S7, this is where I would plug it into, is the new phone. Now next, if you want to transfer from a other phone, you do need to have Android 4.3 or higher. If you are transferring from an iPhone, you need to have iOS 5 or higher. If you are transferring from a BlackBerry, it needs to be BlackBerry 7 or higher. And then there are some other models here like Samsung, Nokia, and LG. Now, before you begin the transfer, if your old device is an Android phone and isn't a Samsung phone, make sure that you have downloaded the Smart Switch application onto that from the Play Store. Next, when you plug in the device, so if you plug in a cable from your new phone to the old phone, make sure you go and select the transfer media files in the USB settings. Then make sure that your new Galaxy device has a full charge, and then make sure that you plug in the USB connector into the new device, not the old device. So here we would be ready to do that USB transfer. And I do have videos about how to do that with an old Android phone or with an iPhone in the pop-up on screen. Next, we're going to look at the wireless transfer. When you complete a wireless transfer, you do not need the USB connector cable. So here there are two options. One is to send and one is to receive. So if I am going to send, I would need to select that option on the older phone. So when you're doing the wireless transfer on the old phone, you would want to open Smart Switch and then select send. So on this phone, I would want to select send, as that is where I want to send the information from. Over on this phone is where I would want to receive the phone. Now, depending on which phone you are transferring from, there are a few different things that you can do. So here, if you're transferring from an iPhone, you can actually sign into your iCloud account and it will download information from your iCloud. So that's one option. Next, we have Android. So if I want to just wirelessly connect these together, I can do that via Android and it will transfer everything from that phone to this phone. And if I select connect, this is how they will automatically connect together. The next option here is from BlackBerry. Here it says that we need to install Smart Switch on the BlackBerry. So open Smart Switch on your BlackBerry phone and then tap connect on your BlackBerry, and then you will select the network and enter the password. So here you would enter this network name, type in that password, you can connect to the phone, and then it would wirelessly transfer everything from the BlackBerry over to your new Samsung phone. Next in the receive option is from Windows Phone. So if you are one of the few that has a Windows Phone out there, Samsung has not forgotten you. Here you can actually download the Smart Switch application from the Windows Store, open Smart Switch on your Windows Phone, and then the same thing as the BlackBerry, tap connect on your Windows Phone, and then you would connect to this network and it will then run through how to download all that information. Now that covers the wireless way to transfer all of your information. Now last here we have external storage. So external storage allows you to back up your entire phone to a micro SD card slot. So I have one installed here in the Galaxy S9, and so it is giving me the option to back up. Now it says that my SD card is a total capacity of 29.8 gigabytes, but there is only 7.97 gig available. Depending on how much storage you have available, that will depend on if the backup is able to complete or not. So if I wanted to put my SD card in the S7, open Smart Switch, I could choose backup. It would back up all of this information, the contacts, messages, calendars, reminders, Samsung Notes, call log, clock, internet, email, applications, settings, home screen, images, music, videos, and voice recording. So it will back up all of that information to the SD card. Here it's saying it will take about 34 minutes. And then here it says the backup size will be about 6.32 gig. So it would actually fit on the SD card with the room that is available. So then once you back it up on your old phone, place the SD card into your new phone and you can restore. So I think the wireless transfer is easier to do, but this is definitely a great option to back up your phone to have it stored somewhere else without having to use a cloud service or anything like that. Now, when you want to restore that information, you would select restore, and here it will restore all that information that you previously put onto that SD card. Once you do the restore, all that info is stored on your micro SD card. So if I go into the My Files application of the phone, I open up the SD card, and here I can look up Smart Switch Backup. So this is actually a backup that I have completed before, and there is all the information that it has, but I necessarily don't want this information on my phone anymore because I've already used the backup. So I am going to hold down right here and delete that. But that is only if you don't want your backup stored on your micro SD card anymore. That is how you can remove it.